Here we have a brand new 255 Cat. We just picked this up yesterday. You can see how new it is as far as no scratches or anything like that. I mean, barely even any dirt on the treads, on the tracks here. This does have a suspension system on it. Down at you see the two spots down there? There's one and there's one. Those are your torsion bars. They've made them a lot easier to grease. We're going to do a quick walk around here. So this is the hydraulic filter in here. Or the hydraulic fill, I should say, for the oil. Looks like a little bit of a pain to get to. I don't know if you can see in there. There's a nice gauge that says when it's going. They kind of did that to make it so when you can't accidentally put diesel or something in there. I did get the optional side cameras. I'll show you what that looks like in a bit when we get inside. The back louvers, they said, are replaceable. Instead of damaging the whole door, we can replace the louvers, which looks nice. I got extra guarding on this. Looks like the turbo, from what you can see in there. There's a couple extra shields in here because I do brush hog and mulch with it. Looks pretty accessible as far as maintenance wise, which is a great thing. The battery disconnect, not sure, they changed it from an actual keyed system to this. It says you can put a padlock in here to lock it out, which might be nice. I'm not sure. We'll see how that works out. Still have to have the cat key, of course, or if you use their padlock, I should say. Fuel door on this side. I haven't even put fuel in it. They topped it all off. Looks like you can do a padlock on that also, Should just be able to lock the key too, or lock the doors, which helps out dramatically. There's the other side camera, and then this is your backup camera here. Trying to figure out where to put my logos on. I'm thinking that the Cat and the McAllister has to come off, just because there's no real other room. We got the optional side lights. So far, it's a pretty nice system. This looks like it's your air filter here. That's your cabin air filter. That's one of two. There's one interior, but that looks like it's nice and replaceable or serviceable out in the field. And then if you look up between there, that's part of the ceiling. And down here, there's another guard kit that came on this to help keep the debris out. They redesigned the quick attach, which I know on the 255, or the 259, sorry. It was more of a pain and it would freeze up in the winter. We'd have to keep it really greased and clean of just debris. This one supposedly is better and it's not going to gum up as much. So, yeah, I haven't even got dirt on this thing yet. The hose holder, which is an optional bolt-on. It seems to me that should be just standard, but hey, whatever. This is kind of nice. It's a spring-loaded door. I got the demo door with it, and you can just literally lift it up and off. I'm trying to do this one-handed here, so you see it coming up there. And it's like spring-loaded, which is a nice feature. Also has a pressure relief on your hydraulics there. So to hook up quick connect. Let's see what else. So nice door here. It's very roomy. I'm 6'2" into here. So it's just a nice cab, which is, I looked at other components or other manufacturers, and they just didn't have that nice of a system. And it was cramped to me, or felt like it. And visibility was a big thing. So we're going to sit down in here. Air ride seat. Must have the key on. The arms telescope back and forth. So you can adjust those plus the air ride. They have vents now down below. Looks like, you know, USB port, cigarette lighter, all that good stuff, right? That you need, you know, charge phones, all that good stuff. Cell phone holder down here. They got this one up here. I don't know how I feel about that yet. We'll see. I'm sure it's overpriced, but it does vibrate real bad. So, you know, just when it tracks. Door's nice. They said that up here, if you look, both of these, pull those over, and then supposedly the whole window, I did something wrong, but the whole window is supposed to come out. And so you can clean it. Yeah, it looks like it's up there. I'll have to figure that one out. He said that, you know, to tip the windows down and to clean all this, because that would be extremely nice, because I know that once it gets greased and dirty, it's hard to keep it clean. This has huge windows for visibility. I don't know if you can see all that. Maybe back up a little bit there. And the window opening sizes was just dramatically different versus Case and Bobcat. So the HVAC control is up there. It reminds me of a radio so much for some reason, but it is what it is. They switched to a 3/4 inch or 3/4 lap bar here instead of the full one, or instead of the split 50-50. I don't know that really matters or not. Just different opinion, right? So we got the advanced, there was 2 different level packages, and I got the sport because I wanted the better seat. But this is, there's no key, there's now a password. We got a bunch of different buttons here, hydraulics, obviously lights, you know, turn on and off. Your throttle control, we have a foot control down here. Nice cup holder. And it's got a bunch of buttons, kind of useless buttons so far, we'll see. But these buttons just control the touchscreen, which is up here. So it doesn't really make sense. And then you've got buttons right here that just do the radio. Again, I wear headphones all the time, noise canceling, so that doesn't affect me. So yeah, here we have a password that I got to enter. So I'm going to... Okay, so now it enters. There's a bunch of nice features in here. Does that beep every single time. You can go into different features. They have gauges. There's the job clock. We'll go back. Oh. But when you hit just a couple buttons, job clock there. And that's nice that you can reset it. It tells you how much fuel you use and the hours. I could see that being very useful. Right there is kind of all your gauges that you can get, which is, we'll see on that how much temperature and pressures, you know. I mean, it seems like there'd be a little advanced controls. When I back up, it gets to split. So you can see the side view and then the back. And I'm in a lot of wooded areas quite a bit. So that's going to be a huge game changer to see where my tracks are at. Overall, the visibility on this thing seems extremely well. I just wanted to give a quick walk through what you're seeing in internals. They've put vents up now in the ceiling. So we'll see how that changes versus the ones just on the floor. I think it might cool, you know, me and my back and, you know, sitting against the seat a little better. There is another air filter. Oh, trying to get down here. Not jiggle the camera too much. There is another air filter in here for the cabin. So that'll be nice. My New Holland only had the one, and it still had quite a bit of dirt getting in the cab. So I think this is a way better system. And they're easily replaceable, which is great. You know, to blow them out, service them, all that stuff. And they took it off. I don't know how to get it down. I'll clip on that side. Might need 2 hands for this. Give me a second here.